When the humble office cleaner, Emma, faces relentless bullying and ridicule from employees, she endures it all with quiet resilience. But their world turns upside down when Emma is revealed as the new fiancée of Ethan Harrington, the powerful CEO they all revere. As whispers of disbelief and jealousy ripple through the office, Emma's rise to the top leaves everyone stunned. The moment she steps into her new leadership role is both triumphant and humbling, sending a powerful message about resilience and integrity. What happens next will leave you inspired and speechless. But before we dive in, leave a comment and let us know where you are watching from today. And if this story speaks to you, hit that subscribe button for more amazing stories. In the sleek, glass-walled offices of Harrington Enterprises, the morning rush was in full swing. Employees buzzed around the open floor plan, carrying coffee cups and juggling files. In the corner, near the janitor's closet, Emma Carter quietly pushed her cleaning cart. Her uniform was plain, her hair tied back in a simple ponytail, and her demeanor humble. Emma had been working as a cleaner at the company for 2 years. Her days were long, and her interactions with the employees often left her feeling invisible, or worse, disrespected. Many of them sneered or made snide comments as she mopped floors or emptied trash cans. But Emma endured it all with quiet dignity, holding on to her dreams and the secret that she wasn't as ordinary as she seemed. "Careful, don't trip over the mop bucket," a sharp voice called out one morning. Emma turned to see Amanda, a senior marketing associate, smirking at her while a few of her colleagues laughed. Amanda had a habit of making Emma's life difficult, treating her as though she were less than human. "Maybe if you spent as much time cleaning as you do daydreaming, this place wouldn't look like a pigsty," Amanda added, tossing a coffee cup into Emma's freshly emptied trash bin. Emma simply nodded and continued with her work. She had learned to stay quiet. It was easier than fighting back. In another corner of the office, Emma overheard 2 junior executives whispering about her. "Do you think she even finished high school?" one of them sneered. "Doubt it," the other replied. "She's probably just here because she couldn't get a better job." Emma felt her cheeks flush, but she kept her head down. She wasn't here to make friends or prove herself to people who didn't care. She had a job to do, and she intended to do it well. What none of the employees knew was that someone had been watching Emma closely. From his corner office on the top floor, Ethan Harrington, the CEO, often observed the hustle and bustle below. Ethan was in his early 40s, a self-made billionaire with sharp features and an air of quiet authority. Despite his intimidating reputation, he was known for treating all his employees with respect, from the executives to the cleaning staff. Ethan had noticed Emma the first week she started. There was something about her quiet resilience that intrigued him. She wasn't like the others. She didn't seek attention or engage in office gossip. Instead, she moved through her tasks with a grace and determination that stood out in a sea of pretense. One day, Ethan decided to take matters into his own hands. He found Emma cleaning the break room during lunch hour, her back turned as she wiped down the counters. "Excuse me," Ethan said, his voice gentle. Emma turned, startled to see the CEO standing in front of her. "Mr. Harrington," she stammered, quickly straightening. "I'm sorry, I didn't know anyone was here." "No need to apologize," Ethan replied, offering a small smile. "I just wanted to thank you for your hard work. The office always looks great, and I know that's because of you." Emma blinked, momentarily stunned. She wasn't used to receiving compliments, especially from someone like him. "Thank you," she said softly. "That means a lot." Ethan nodded, his gaze lingering for a moment before he left the room. Over the next few weeks, Ethan found more opportunities to talk to Emma. He would stop by the break room or pass by her cart, always offering a kind word or asking how her day was going. Emma, though initially hesitant, began to open up. She told him about her dream of one day going back to school and starting her own business. Ethan listened intently, offering encouragement and advice. Their growing friendship didn't go unnoticed. Amanda and her clique were quick to spread rumors. "Did you see the way Mr. Harrington smiled at her?" Amanda said one afternoon. "It's pathetic. Does she think she can flirt her way out of scrubbing toilets?" The other employees laughed, but Amanda's words carried an edge of jealousy. Ethan's attention toward Emma had not escaped her notice, and she didn't like it. One evening, after most of the employees had left, Ethan invited Emma to join him for coffee in his office. Nervously, she agreed, unsure of what to expect. As they sat across from each other, Ethan leaned forward. "Emma, there's something I want to tell you," he began. "I admire your work ethic and your spirit. I've seen how some people here treat you, and it's unacceptable." Emma's eyes widened. "It's okay," she said quickly. "I'm used to it." "It's not okay," Ethan insisted. "And I want you to know that you're worth so much more than the way they see you." Before Emma could respond, Ethan added, "I've been thinking about this for a while, and I'd like to get to know you better. Not as your boss, but as a friend. Or maybe something more." Emma's heart raced. She couldn't believe what she was hearing. "Are you serious?" she whispered. "Completely," Ethan replied. "But only if you feel the same." Emma hesitated for a moment, then smiled. "I'd like that." News of Ethan and Emma's relationship spread quickly, fueled by Amanda's gossip. The employees were shocked, and many couldn't hide their disdain. "Can you believe it?" Amanda hissed during a meeting. "He's dating the cleaner. What does he even see in her?" Despite the backlash, Ethan and Emma remained steadfast. They kept their relationship private, but Ethan made it clear that he wouldn't tolerate any disrespect toward Emma. Slowly, the office atmosphere began to shift, though Amanda and her group continued to harbor resentment. A few months later, Ethan called an all-staff meeting in the company's conference room. Employees filed in, whispering among themselves, wondering what the announcement could be. Ethan stood at the front of the room, his expression calm but serious. "Thank you all for coming," he began. "I wanted to share some personal news. Emma and I are engaged." The room erupted into murmurs of disbelief. Amanda's face turned red with anger, her jaw clenched tightly. "She's going to be Mrs. Harrington," one employee whispered. "This can't be real." But it was. Ethan continued, "Emma has shown more kindness, integrity, and resilience than anyone I've ever met. I'm proud to call her my fiancée, and soon, my wife." A week after the wedding, Ethan made another announcement. Emma would be joining the company's leadership team as the head of a new department focused on employee wellness and workplace culture. "I can't think of anyone better suited for this role," Ethan said. "Emma has first-hand experience of what it means to be treated unfairly, and she's committed to ensuring this workplace becomes a space of respect and inclusion." The same employees who had once mocked Emma now found themselves reporting to her. Amanda, in particular, struggled to hide her shock and discomfort. During Emma's first meeting as department head, she addressed the team with quiet confidence. "I know some of you doubted me," she said, "but I'm here to prove that no matter where you start, you can rise above challenges and achieve great things. Let's work together to make this company better for everyone." Under Emma's leadership, the company culture began to transform. Bullying and gossip were no longer tolerated, and employees were encouraged to treat one another with respect. Ethan and Emma's partnership became a symbol of resilience and hope, proving that kindness and determination could triumph over prejudice. As for Amanda, she eventually left the company, unable to reconcile her past actions with Emma's success. The other employees, however, grew to admire Emma, not just as the CEO's wife but as a leader in her own right. And Emma, who had once been the office cleaner, now stood at the helm of a thriving organization, proving that even the smallest beginnings could lead to the greatest triumphs.